in phase 2, position number 1, this one particular point of training is very, very valuable because of the fact that what I want to share with you is that this is one of the places where a lot of players really miss it, and we're going to spend a lot of training time over the coming months in membership releases that deal specifically with this, and I'm going to try to parcel it down to make it nugget size. But what you want to do here is you want to try to maintain a closed foot position as you go in to the load or the triggering of the swing, as you see here in this example. One of the things that happens a lot of times with hitters is that as they move their trigger or move their hands back, their whole upper torso moves to a position back, as you can see in the example. And a lot of times what that does is that will force the front side foot open because that whole front side is not working in relationship to the hand. So with the front side foot position being closed, really what we're trying to also do here is we're trying to keep the front side knee, the front side hip, and the front side shoulder to move in a fluent process and follow those hands back, as opposed to having the hands just moving separately away from the bottom. So we want to see the two come together, and we call that inward rotation, where the whole front side kind of moves in. You'll see that in some of our clip examples that we have here in the members area of exactly how that should look, and those are some great shots that will help you. One of the things that you want to do throughout most of your tee work and most of your batting practice time is work on keeping that front side foot closed as long as you can in the process. Again, reference some of the swing examples in the members area because this is a real important point. You give that front side foot 1 or 2 inches either forward or out, and the inexperienced hitter is going to land on the ball of their foot, or excuse me, the heel of their foot, and they're going to start spinning off the plate. It's going to drop the backside hands. Just a lot of things go wrong here with the proper balance and direction and integrity of the swing because that front side foot can't be controlled. And we reference the front side foot as being really the steering wheel to the whole front side, and the whole front side is really the steering wheel to the whole process. Same thing in pitching mechanics for baseball. So we want to work to keep that front side closed as long as we can in all of our side work and our BP work so that we don't have to worry about getting into a ball game and having allowed that front foot to continually open, which is what 95% of the people do. They go and they have no discipline at all with that front side foot, and that front side foot opens up at different times in the swing. It's just poor discipline, and they get in the game and they wonder why they can't hit because that front side's opening up, and if the front side opens up, it also goes up. And much like a teeter-totter, if the front side, one side of the teeter-totter goes up, the other side is going to go down. Well, that's what happens with the hands. And so now you got the hands entering the contact zone with an entirely different angle of approach, which means the bat head's going to be angled different. And so it's going to throw a real wrench in how you come into the contact zone and the type of contact that you're going to make and the consistency of the contact you're going to make. And we're going to reference that in the later phases. So it's important. We can't emphasize enough to discipline that front side in all of your side work. And if you've got to pick it up, put it down, do so. But make sure that you keep the same angle, the toe straight across position once it goes up. Because many times, again, the hitters who lift their foot up and go out in that stride, they're going to put it back down and they're going to lose that angle. That toe is going to be pointed somewhere out towards the third baseman, if not in some severe instances, almost pointed directly at the pitcher, which opens up everything, of course, drops the backside, and we've got problems. So do me a favor. Discipline that front side foot. Learn to do so in the tee drills and in your soft toss drills or quick toss drills and in your BP so that when you get in the game, you finally get that pitch that you can really drive that's out over the plate where you can get extended. You're not losing the angle of approach and having that bat head now, instead of being right on that pitch, coming up from bottom of it and popping that pitch up, which is what happens 95% of the time. Well, I think we spent enough time on position number 1, but it's so important that you get the grasp of what we're doing. If that front foot moves at all, it should be a negative grade until we can learn to control it in a quiet manner by which it helps to sustain the integrity of the rest of the swing. So good luck on that, and we'll continue to work on that through the upcoming positions.